What's going on, Reject Nation? Greg and John here. We're going to watch WandaVision today, episode 6. Before we go into that, first things first, happy birthday to my fiance, Olivia. It is midnight at the time we're filming this. We just sang her happy birthday, and then I said, now get the hell out of my face. We got to film WandaVision now.
Keep it down out there, all right?
Thank you so much to everyone who's been watching our reactions so far. The show's been a total blast. If you can go ahead, subscribe, and click that notification bell to get notified when our next reaction is up, that would be great. Also, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps out the video a lot. You gotta mention, of course, that this is reaction highlights. Full-length reaction watch-alongs where you sync up with the time code are all over at our Patreon page. We're over there at the same tier. You get the option for reaction highlights and watch-alongs for many shows like Supernatural, Doctor Who, Attack on Titan, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Psych, Avatar: The Last Airbender, a whole bunch of other TV shows as well. And thank you so much to everyone who has shown their support by becoming a Patron eject. And lastly, Eric over at Nerd Chronic. Thank you so much for all the late nights and early mornings where you're hustling to make sure this can get up at a reasonable hour up on the channel. You rock, buddy. I love you. Let's get into this. Now, Eric, while you're editing this, I hope that you keep as much of the recap in the reaction highlights as possible.
That should be most of the footage.
That should keep
included.
up most of the 10 minutes that we're allowed to use, all right?
People need all that context.
Oh, what?
The footage!
She recast Pietro?
It's actually pretty crazy. You see her too.
I know. They haven't fully acknowledged. They're like, we know what we did.
I was joking about keeping the recap
And
footage
now
in here, and I'm like, damn, maybe there's something to the recap there.
No! My soul is flashing back. I was here for this decade.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, strange.
Pietro Maximoff as himself.
Directed by Jonah Hill.
Halloween's a magical holiday, all about fun. The thrill of getting to be someone else for a day and scaring people, but mostly candy.
She's like Malcolm in the Middle.
What does that make me?
Yeah, it's just totally Malcolm in the Middle.
The butterfly song.
No, I'm not. Scarlet
Witch.
Oh, look at that.
And the Vision costume.
Oh.
Thing for Mexican wrestlers. Chili con carne.
Oh, you two. Oh, she looked. Oh, woo.
Go. Woo. Great with kids.
What do you mean? You're all dressed and ready to go.
I'm undercover.
But no, that's not what you're supposed to.
What?
Oh.
I got the old XY chromosome. Uncle Peter the rescue, huh?
I smell crime.
I can't get over the fact that Evan Peters is here. It's a sub.
Whoa! He hurt you.
Wow. Wow. Oh, it's great.
Oh, they had fun making all of this.
Oh.
Don't use the last 5 years as an excuse to be a coward.
Maybe it's a good thing you weren't here when your mother died. Because clearly you don't have the stomach for this job.
Oh, you dick.
Oh. Oh, that's poor assessment.
You dick.
Now.
You did not go to Captain America's group meetings.
You sure as hell didn't see those informational movies in school.
Let's go, everybody in.
Oh! I like how the military side feels like a 90s action movie now.
I know.
It's not a competition, Tommy. It is if you're a winner. Tommy.
Unleash hell, demon spawn!
Demon spawn. Every little line.
Easter eggs.
Yeah, kick ass.
I feel the need.
Force me. Ow. Kick ass.
Kick ass. Kick ass. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Peters.
Oh, Kick-Ass is gonna come in the universe.
Is there something I can do for you, Wanda? Do you want something changed?
No.
No. Don't ask.
I love the music.
This feels like a real show.
I know.
Another glitch.
Oh no.
The get out cry.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yes. Yes.
Snacked on yo magic, bro. Now I have time to hang fit.
Yo, magic. Oh no. No.
Yo magic, the snack for survivors.
Oh God.
That may have been the most jarring one yet.
The Incredibles and The Parent Trap? Those didn't come out at the same time.
What happened to your accent?
What happened to yours?
Flat out talking about it.
Next stop, Cavity Town.
Chip off the old maximum block. You got super speed.
I do?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did it on
Yeah.
Remember,
Don't go past Ellis Avenue. We know, Mom, we know.
be careful.
Ellis Avenue, Ellis Island, X-Men.
Mark Ellis?
Mark Ellis. What the hell is going on?
Whatever's doing this must just be really weak out here.
Are you waiting for something?
I bet she's in special cameo.
That was Kevin Feige.
What are you doing here? It's all right.
You're one of the Avengers. You're Vision.
Huh?
But what's an Avenger?
Oh!
He doesn't remember anything,
Right,
man.
nothing before this.
Am I dead?
Why would you think that?
Because you are.
Agnes, please, calm down. Agnes.
It's an awfully witchy laugh.
Okie dokie, neighbor.
Oh. So
I'm beginning to think all her stuff is just a nod.
just like one
The witch
big
outfit, the
tribute
Yeah, but you know,
to a character we're not actually going to introduce.
But she looks seriously traumatized there.
Yeah.
My way back into the hex will be here in an hour. Just gotta meet my guy over the ridge. Let's roll.
It's a guy.
It's a guy. It's not the little Skrull girl that.
The energy inside has rewritten your cells on a molecular level twice. It's changing.
You're gonna be a superhero.
Have you seen your x-rays from last week?
I think Mom and Dad would have loved it.
What do you think they would have?
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Oleg and...
Where were you hiding all these kids up till now?
What?
No need to traumatize me on the occasional holiday episode cameo, am I right?
No, I
You were always the empathetic kid.
I didn't.
You've handled the ethical considerations of this scenario as best you could. I'm impressed. Seriously. It's a pretty big leap from giving people nightmares and shooting red wiggly woos out of your hands. Are you okay?
Did it again.
I've officially hit really confused level now. I guess we can really find out if he's dead or not.
Yeah.
Good so far.
Ah!
Oh no, no! Get back in there, Vision!
Yeah. Oh. I
Oh
was
shit,
waking
it
up.
showed
Power
it.
City.
I hear Dad in my head. He's in trouble.
No, Vision, get back inside!
No. Oh.
Where's your dad?
Hey, don't sweat it, sis. It's not like your dead husband could die twice.
Oh.
They think he's dying.
Jimmy, do you see that? Something's happening.
It's moving. Go, 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 go.
Oh, she's making it bigger.
God.
Oh, she's making it bigger.
She's sucking him back in. Uncuff. Uncuff.
Oh, is she gonna take sword with her? No.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh.
Oh, thank God he's alright.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Oh,
damn.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, and they're clowns too. I love it.
Oh my God. This is too much Wanda. Dude. Dude.
This is like Twister right now. Oh, wow.
Oh shit, she just...
I am exhausted.
She just took over so much in that moment. Okay. Wow. They have just really entered raising the bar in questions.
Yeah, and yet still confronting like every question from last time, practically in some way, shape, or form.
Oh boy.
They're really good at not wasting time.
All right, where to start? Where to start? Okay, with Quicksilver.
Yes.
Let's start with the fun one here. At one point, she looked at him and he was a reanimated, it was a corpse, the way how it was with Vision. He was talking about how the details are all fuzzy, because he has a line in there where he is telling Wanda, last thing I remember, I was shot like a chump in the street or something like that for no reason at all, which there was a reason. You were fighting Ultron and the army of Ultron robots. And he said, next thing I know, I hear you calling me and here I am. Okay, did she pull Aaron Taylor Johnson's body over here, somehow took the soul or something from the X-Men world and slapped him here?
Yeah,
she like seems like she combined, like did a combination of them. And then I feel like there's like obvious hints with that, even talking about, you know, that line of Kick-Ass. That could just be a fun little Easter egg line because both Aaron Taylor Johnson and Evan Peters were in Kick-Ass, and they both played versions of Quicksilver. So like, oh, maybe that's what it is. But once you saw the animated corpse, I'm like, oh wait, that kind of changes things.
Yeah. It acknowledges this version of events for Quicksilver, and the Aaron Taylor Johnson version experienced those firsthand.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. Like, he's drawing from memories that are clearly ones that were shared with the Aaron Taylor Johnson version of it.
Yeah.
Because they even have the line about, like, what happened to your accent? What happened to yours? And he's saying the details are all fuzzy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, shit. So,
well, and he's also got
there
little
must be
memories
this-
of being Sokovian children.
Exactly.
Too.
There must be this, like, slammed combination thing happening here. Because there is that line that he has, too, about saying, like, I think mom and dad would have loved it. But in the X-Men Universe one, it's very much established that Magneto is the father of this version of Quicksilver. But yet he's drawing on the memories of the one from Aaron Taylor Johnson. It's just all, yeah, I mean, the details are fuzzy.
Maybe.
They really are.
Maybe Magneto's gonna show up and reveal that he had something to do with this whole thing. That'll explain how these universes are like melding together. Throughout this episode, Quicksilver seems very aware that things are different. He's back. He's like meta aware of his role in causing friction for Wanda.
He's even has like audience lines. Like,
Yeah.
you suppressed a lot of trauma.
Yeah, it's like every line of his
Unleashed
is
hell
loaded.
demon spawn.
Yeah, exactly.
You're testing, because at one point he even says you're testing me. I'm like, is that just a funny line? Or does he intend to be here? Because it seems like he doesn't. I do love the highly super accurate costume though that they got him. That's very accurate.
Right up to the hair.
Right up to the hair and all. The one from Age of Ultron is closer to the comics than it was for the one in the X-Men movies. This is like pure accuracy. And I mean, obviously with Scarlet Witch and Vision. And I love like the Malcolm in the Middle riffs. There's three brothers, then the oldest brother brother. There's 4 in total. His personality of the uncle is like the combination of the oldest brothers.
He's both Reese and the other one.
Yeah, whoever that one is. Yeah. There are times where it seems like he's just super aware of everything that's going on. Like he's clearly aware that this reality isn't real. You know, he even has that like Age of Ultron reference line of, you know, it's better than giving people nightmares in the wiggly woo line. You know,
Yeah.
he seems aware of all this. Yet there's a lot that he doesn't understand himself.
Yeah.
Or unless it's just an act. I'm not sure. Any little line about hell or something. You're just like, no.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly seems like he's got... I almost felt like that was his brotherly role, too, is like maybe he just knows her so well that he's like, oh yeah, I can see exactly what you're doing. I'm just, you know, I guess I'm okay with it.
It seems like for sure we're building up to mutants. We knew that.
Somehow.
It seems like this series specifically, though, is finding its way to mutants.
There's that line even where he says, like, I got the XY chromosome, and even though that's not the same thing, I was like, that even seems like a direct, like, hint.
Obviously, you know, like with Monica Rambeau, they're building up to her becoming a superhero, Photon or Spectrum, right? Here they're saying that by her entering this Wanda energy field thing that she's created over Westview, that it's rewritten her cells on a molecular level. They're building her up. But wouldn't that mean everyone's cells in the Westview are having their biology rewritten too?
It would seem that anyone who comes in contact with it, that beekeeper's gonna have power.
All the mutants from here, all the mutants are gonna stem from Westview.
Yes, that's right.
That's where they all come from.
Pocket right here.
Man, that Hayward guy is a total idiot. He just kind of gets on my nerves, like the calls that he makes. I mean, he obviously has a bigger agenda than what's been letting on, right? Big surprise there. He has a bigger agenda. They've been tracking Vision specifically. There was a very interesting delivery when he sees Vision's body coming out.
Like he wants to
He's
leave.
like, he really wants to leave, huh?
Escape,
But it's like a combination of excitement or something. You're like,
Yeah.
like, ooh, I'm testing him or something, right? Like
Some kind of investment beyond just like, I want to get my weapon back.
yeah, exactly.
He seemed to at least be like, oh dang, okay, this kind of confirms my thoughts on it, or my theory, you know?
And I'm like, are they intentionally provoking Wanda? Is he intentionally doing this? I appreciate the approach of what they're doing to kind of flesh him out a little bit more of that 5-year gap of, oh man, there's a lot of trauma. It was a really difficult grieving time because this whole series seems to deal so much with grief. He's talking about during that 5-year absence, there was a lot of grief, and then, you know, he has that line about advocating on behalf of superpowered individuals. Clearly not for that, you know?
And Monica's doing way too much of that.
Yeah, and then he even hinted towards Monica having an extended history beyond what we saw in Captain Marvel. At least this is the way his delivery line sounded. Bottom line though, he doesn't like supers. I'm not sure what it is that they're like some weapon to take on superheroes. I'm not sure what the hell his overall plan is, but that ending moment where Wanda does extend the energy field out and just absorbing everyone. I love the visual action of it, especially when the car is trying to get away to just tear the rear end of it. But it's like, damn, Wanda, you're doing overkill. She's like, you guys gonna keep fucking with me? Fine, I'm gonna take you all with me. Yeah.
Zoom out.
Come on, I'm gonna take all of you. Because it's like, I just have to extend it a little bit to grab Vision. Yeah. And then she just keeps going. And now everyone's in there. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people are there.
Hayward, Monica, and Jimmy, they escaped, but even Darcy got sucked in.
Whoever this aerospace engineer guy is who's gonna show up is gonna be like, what the hell's going on?
This is your whole team?
Then maybe the opening of the next one will just be him just driving and
It'll be a solo character episode all about this mystery guy.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I would be at this point, I'll be down for whatever they throw at us, and then they can just cut to 2000s Wanda and Vision whenever they feel like it.
But it's like the glitches seem to be happening more, especially when Vision's going through that town and everyone is just frozen.
It seems like the more people that are out and the further you get away from Wanda, the more glitchy everything gets.
But at the same time, Hayward seemed very much aware of it, and for some reason, another thing he kept under wraps.
Yeah.
Because even Wanda's having a lot of, I don't really know how I got to this point either. I don't really know how I got here, so like, is this a Hayward guy? Is he responsible for this in some way? Did he manipulate Wanda in some fashion? Because a lot of us were going to the theory of Agnes is probably Agatha Harkness. I'm at the point where I'm like, it's probably all nods. There's probably no Mephisto in here. I don't think so. As much as all of us have been championing for that, and they have these little lines all the time that kind of make you think that it's going that path. But that scene with Agnes and Vision especially, she seemed very much traumatized. Like she's trying to escape. When she's awoken, she's having like a mental breakdown. You know, just kept shouting the word dead. And she said, are you here to help us? I feel like she's desperate and wants out of there. Like, I don't think she's the witch, the Agatha Hart. I feel like it's all just misdirect nods and stuff.
Yeah, it seemed just too authentic the way she played that. I don't know, for it to be the sort of thing where it's like, he woke me up and then I did a ruse on him, you know?
And clearly she was under some type of manipulation, guys, as well, because Vision had to awaken her.
Yeah, so it's like in that split second, you wouldn't be able to go like, my agenda, you know?
Yeah.
It seemed like she was really caught up in the actual situation. And at the end, you know, it's like she goes hysterical. And I feel like even that could be a nod. It's like, it's a very witchy cackle that she devolves into. But even then, I feel like
she was just losing her sanity.
The trauma,
of
this horrific experience.
And the Vision is, he's definitely dead. Because the second he gets out of Westview.
Oh, I don't want to see Pietro even try to leave Westview because that's going to be even more gross. And like the way they captured that was so just chilling.
I'm like wondering, maybe they sent in Aaron Taylor Johnson's body for her. Sword is clearly monitoring the situation a lot heavier.
There's so much of this that relates to Wanda's subconscious. I don't know, maybe she rewrote his face so that it would be a little less traumatic than looking upon her actual brother, you know, for the fantasy's sake or something.
I'm not sure, because I'm like, how could she just summon his body if that is Aaron Taylor Johnson's body?
Maybe it's like Wonder Woman, it's a different guy's body, and she just shoved Pietro's consciousness.
He had the bullet hole wounds.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. And he didn't revert to Aaron Taylor Johnson's face in that moment or anything. So it's, you know, the X-Men version of Quicksilver, but in that predicament.
Yes.
So they are committed to this transcription right now, but also in the recap, they showed Aaron Taylor Johnson. I don't know what to make of that at all.
And then also like with Tommy and Billy, with Wiccan and Speed. Okay, their powers have officially come into play. Wiccan's magic abilities and his like very strong connection with his father, which I find very fascinating. The way the show presented it was Wanda kind of just conjured up these kids.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't seem like they were derived directly from Vision 2.
Yes, but it's definitely Vision's seed.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a blood connection.
There's a link.
Exactly. That's kind of another implication that these kids are probably very real. You know? Like, I love the uncle connection that Quicksilver had with them. It seemed like so much attention was given to Speed in this episode because of his bond that he was having and the fact that he was developing those powers and the mischief. He's really resembling Quicksilver in a lot of ways, this version of Quicksilver. But that whole moment with Wiccan...
It's like they made the fun and games out of Speed, and then they really brought Wiccan at the end. Because partway through, I was thinking, like, are they going to develop Wiccan's powers in the next episode or something like that? And I imagine they will bring them to even bigger fruition. Because it seems like Speed is, like, fully formed now, at least.
Because Wanda, she didn't even have an inkling about Vision being in trouble.
Yeah. The other thing is, you would think she would have some way of keeping that in mind or linking to him or something.
But the link was all through Wiccan being like, I hear daddy.
Maybe she's fracturing herself in ways to create these kids, and maybe that is absorbing her ability to see all.
Oh, and it seemed like it was hurting him too.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was difficult to channel, and yeah, he's probably feeling some of that trauma that Vision's feeling at the moment.
I wonder what's going to become of them. Oh, damn.
They're gonna be like 15 next episode.
And also, you know, the way how she hit Quicksilver away, like she's wanted Pietro back this whole time, but the second Vision's life is in danger, and that line about like you can't. What was the line? Something about like he's already dead. You can't kill him again.
Yeah,
or something.
You can't kill your dead husband twice. Or something like that. Yeah. And she like
the second you poke that bear, like she wants to preserve him as being alive as much as possible. But once you start poking that form of denial in her brain,
it's like not even a thought.
No, like this brother who she's wanted back forever, like, get out of my way, like, are hurting him. And I wonder if her attacking him in that moment will create some level of conflict in the next episode between her and Quicksilver. You know?
Quicksilver Vision team up.
Or
They both can't
will
leave.
they team up, or will Quicksilver and her have some type of animosity between one another? It seems like Quicksilver might be a thing that drives a wedge between the two of them.
Like he said he was there to do.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's gonna be a very self-fulfilling prophecy.
I'm not exactly sure. The commercials have been a little bit more apparent with specific traumatic memories that we know of Wanda in the whole history of. Oh, I think I get it now, actually, now that I just talked about it out loud. He turns into a corpse. The kid uses magic.
Yeah.
And so Vision's a corpse, and she used magic after he became a corpse.
And there's the irony in the tagline of like, you know, I ate up yo magic, and it, you know, help me hang 10. You know, it's like,
for
you know,
survivors,
yeah, you know, it's
Okay.
like my magic will just fix everything.
All right, I get it now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
get
charge.
it. There's like little things here or there that like I'll like notice in the background and stuff, but you know, we'll just wait for new Rockstar's video. Most apparent one to me upon watching it right away is like there were some names that popped up where I'm like, those are probably crew members. Yeah. And then you know, there's also the thing with the theater where I'm like, The Incredibles and The Parent Trap didn't come out in the same year. I thought this was a great episode because somehow I thought we were going to get into answer territory. We got into more questions territory while feeling like you're getting more
Get
answers. When you're
answers
not.
in the forms of questions.
Yes,
it's like
a lost episode.
your suspicions have been correct insofar as this, but also what's the nature of this now?
Is the Damon Lindelof episode to me of I feel like I got more questions.
Yeah. Okay, so because this is true, though, now what else is true?
I thought this was directed wonderfully. The performances are so awesome.
They hop back and forth between tones so well.
Evan Peters is just having a blasty blast here. He's more energetic than ever. And I think like Evan Peters' ability to hop around even with genre splices with the show American Horror Story. It's like, imagine being like, oh, we're in the 90s world. Yeah, I know how to do this. Like he's the master of tone.
Well, the thing was he was able to do that and like be a heightened 90s guy the entire time, but also have like the dramatic scenes but still not breaking that aesthetic. And that's I feel like that's kind of hard to do. So again, props to him.
No, to me, I've been saying this for years. Evan Peters is like the next Johnny Depp. This was fun, intense. Honestly, like that felt like an authentic show. Because when we got back to the sitcom world in the last episode, I felt very aware of the sitcom.
Yeah.
And then this here, I was like, no, this feels real.
Yeah, they would
like
cut back and then I would just get back into what was going on over here. Like they really do have you sold on like cutting between realities is kind of just like cutting from one room to another room.
Definitely.
You know?
Well, WandaVision episode 6. What did you all think? What's your biggest takeaway? Leave your thoughts down below. Holy shit. Can't wait to see what happens next week. Damn.
Thanksgiving.
Subscribe, click that notification bell, hit that like button, check out the full-length reaction watch alongs with Patron with all the other shows. Thank you to Eric. Last but not least, Jason Dolan, my damn good friend. It was great meeting up with you the other weeks ago.
You know, time flies here in the bubble.
But Jason is the producer and editor for the channel Kazi Reacts. He never puts his name in the description box or comments. I find that so fascinating. He never wants credit. Well, you're getting it here on The Real Rejects. Over at Kazi Reacts, all the movies they've been reacting to. They've also been covering WandaVision as well. Reactions are well worth it. Do yourself a favor, go check. I'll put a link in the description box for her channel. Well worth your time. He's hustling and bustling, working his ass off. And when you move out to California this year, best bet, I will see you once every 2 to 3 months. Because that's the way I am.
Oh, dude, you're gonna get sick of
unfortunately.
each other. At that rate, man. Oh, look out. You're gonna know everything about each other.